So, you've recently picked up a Pokemon video game for the first time. It's a good franchise. While looking up guides for videos, you may have heard some odd term which confused you. Hi, I'm Soul02, and by the end of this 3-part series, you will know and understand every basic and important term you need to become a Pokemon master. This video is about terminology that will help you understand your Pokemon. I also plan on making a video on battle terms as well as items from the Pokemon world. Before we get into it, if this video helps you out at all, then please do me a solid and consider liking the video and subscribing. I will have more gaming guides coming in the future. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below, and I will reply as soon as I can. With that out of the way, let's get started. The summary screen is a great place to get valuable information on each Pokemon, and it can be accessed either inside and out of battle by going to your Pokemon menu and pressing A on the Pokemon you want to check. You can get a lot of information there. It's your go-to if you're not sure of a certain Pokemon's characteristics. For instance, the summary, you can find the Pokemon's typing. Pokemon and moves both have types. These types act like a rock, paper, scissors mechanic. The type matchups of starter Pokemon are the easiest to remember. Grass types will be strong against water types, while the water types will be good against fire types. Fire types will obviously have an edge against grass types. There are a whole 18 types, each with their own weaknesses and resistances. Pokemon can either have 1 or 2 types. Pikachu is an electric type. On the other hand, Charizard is a fire and flying type. Moves generally only have 1 type. We'll go into more detail about types in another video, but they are an essential characteristic of each Pokemon and are also important in battles, so do keep them in mind. The original trainer of a Pokemon, or OT, is the name of the player who caught or hatched the Pokemon. The ID number is the original trainer's ID number, which prevents 2 trainers with the same name from owning the same Pokemon. There's also a secret ID hidden from the player to prevent people resetting their games in order to have the same trainer ID and OT and thus owning the Pokemon on 2 saves. The most common way to get a Pokemon with different OT is trading. However, there are also online events which can give Pokemon with different OTs. Using a Pokemon belonging to another trainer has its advantages, which we will go over as we go. However, with great power comes great responsibility. If you don't have enough badges or if you haven't finished enough challenge trials, then higher leveled Pokemon with different OTs will not obey you, so do be careful. Through battling, training, and feeding candy, Pokemon can earn experience points and level up. Depending on which Pokemon you defeat, you might see your Pokemon gain experience at a different rate. Some Pokemon like Chansey are notorious for granting a great amount of experience points. Defeating a high-level Chansey owned by an NPC grants a lot more experience points compared to defeating a wild level 2 Caterpie. A Pokemon will also gain an additional 50% experience points every battle if it belongs to another trainer, 70% if it has been traded internationally. But why should you level up your Pokemon? Well, obviously it makes them stronger, but there are a few other things. Its stats increase along with its friendship. Most Pokemon can learn moves when they level up, and some can even evolve. Pokemon can level up to level 100 at maximum without the use of glitches. Also, some Pokemon such as Dragonite will take much more experience points to level up than others like Caterpie. Each Pokemon belong in one of 6 experience groups, and the experience required to reach some levels for each group are on screen right now. Since we have just mentioned them, let's take a look at what they are. Some Pokemon can evolve under certain conditions, such as leveling up or being traded. When evolving, some Pokemon may also learn new moves. There are multiple evolution methods, and it's not always clear how some Pokemon evolve. If you're not sure about how a certain Pokemon may evolve, there are multiple online resources you can use, so be sure to look into them. A shiny Pokemon is an alternate colored form of that species. Most of the time, you can tell if a Pokemon is shiny by looking at it. If it's a different color, it's most likely a shiny. If you're colorblind though, do not fear. Shiny Pokemon also sparkle when they are encountered, or when they are sent out to battle. There's also a small sparkle icon in the Pokemon's summary. Depending on which game you play, there's either a 1 in 8,192 chance of encountering a shiny Pokemon, or there is a 1 in 4,096 chance. However, these odds can be increased through multiple methods such as chain fishing and breeding. Statistics, also known as just stats, are very valuable numbers. They determine a Pokemon's performance in battle. Every Pokemon is unique, same species or not, and stats are probably the most variable part of a Pokemon. In total, there are 6 stats. HP stands for health points and is the maximum vitality of the Pokemon. Attack and defense show how strong a Pokemon is when it uses physical moves. Meanwhile, special attack and special defense are the same but with special moves. Generally, speed determines which Pokemon goes first. We'll be mentioning these stats in another video, so be sure to remember those. For most mainline Pokemon games, stats are calculated as seen on screen. Base stats are the primary numbers behind the stats. Each species is unique in that aspect, but 2 Pokemon of the same species and of the same form will always have the same base stats. Next, the IVs, or individual values, are numbers predetermined when the Pokemon is generated, and they can be passed on to offsprings. They are the genetics of the Pokemon world. They can be estimated in some games by using a judge NPC or by using the judge function in your PC. However, they will only tell you of your Pokemon's IVs in a roundabout way and never with numbers. IVs can also be increased with hyper training. Certain NPCs can help level 100 Pokemon reach their maximal potential at the cost of a rare bottle cap. However, IVs earned this way will not be passed down through breeding. EVs, not the Pokemon with the acronym of effort values, reflect this. Be aware that 255 is the maximum effort value a Pokemon can have in a specific stat, although in competitive Pokemon, 252 EVs is preferred over 255. Pokerus is a virus that a Pokemon can get if it comes in contact with an infected Pokemon. While Pokerus is a virus and might seem bad, it's actually beneficial to the Pokemon that catches it. You can see if a Pokemon has been infected with Pokerus in the summary. For now though, let's leave EVs and the Pokerus aside for another video. The level of the Pokemon also plays a role in how its stats are calculated. Lastly, let's look at natures. There are 25 natures in total. 5 of them are neutral, while the rest give one stat a boost of 10% at the cost of decreasing another by 10% as well. For example, a modest Pikachu will see its special attack increased by 10% of its value before the nature multiplier, but its attack will be decreased by 10% of its value. If you're going to be a competitive Pokemon player, or if you plan on doing challenge runs, understanding these statistics is vital. Get a Pokemon with good IVs and nature, then give it a special training session to max out its EVs. If you do all of these things correctly, your Pokemon will outperform others of its species. All Pokemon also have abilities. Some abilities are always active, while others activate in certain scenarios. Understanding how these abilities work can really change the tides of a battle. Most abilities are advantageous to the Pokemon by either debuffing the opponent or buffing oneself. However, other abilities like Trend or Slow Start can hinder a Pokemon's performance. Even outside of battles, some abilities will have uses. For example, Intimidate and Keen Eye can prevent encounters with wild Pokemon 5 levels lower than a Pokemon with one of those abilities. Pokemon either have the chance for one ability, and one hidden ability, or 2 abilities and 1 hidden ability. Hidden abilities are generally obtained through special methods and can be passed down through breeding. If a Pokemon with a hidden ability evolves, it will gain its evolution's hidden ability instead. A Pokemon with the potential for 2 abilities will always keep either ability 1 or ability 2, even through evolution. There are some ways to change which ability your Pokemon has, but I want to talk about these in another video. Finally, if you're playing either Pokemon Sword or Shield, you may find a bar with 10 segments. These segments may either be grayed out or colored. This is the Dynamax level of your Pokemon. The more bars are colored, the more HP your Pokemon has when it is Dynamaxed. Dynamax is a battle mechanic, so I want to cover that in another video as well. Pokemon-Amie and Pokemon Refresh are activities on the Nintendo 3DS where you can interact, feed, and play with a Pokemon. Status conditions, which we'll talk about in another video, can also be relieved with a toolkit in Pokemon Refresh. When you play with a Pokemon, its affection will go up. This can give advantages such as boosted experience, and some Pokemon can only be evolved through affection. It used to be that friendship and affection were separate. However, in Pokemon Sword and Shield, the two were merged. Prior to that, the best ways to increase a Pokemon's friendship were to give them a haircut or a massage. The latter of which I'd seriously need right now. Anyway, some Pokemon can only evolve via friendship. While friendship generally doesn't give any in-game advantages apart from the move Return being more powerful, in Pokemon Sword and Shield, to receive any of the affection bonuses, you have to use Pokemon Camp and increase your Pokemon's friendship. Some regions of the Pokemon world also have Pokemon Daycares, others have Pokemon Nurseries. All in all, they're almost the same, the only differences being that Daycares can level up the Pokemon you leave in them, but Nurseries can't. You can leave up to 2 Pokemon in a Daycare or a Nursery at once. If these Pokemon are in the same egg group and are of opposite genders, they can produce eggs. The whole process is a bit complicated, but if you want to take a look at how breeding works, I suggest you either look it up or wait until I release a video about it. Remember to like and subscribe if this helped you out at all, and I will see you in the next video where we will cover Pokemon battle terminology. See ya!